Hello everyone, this is Marshee coming to you with another Starcraft 2 cast. Today we are on Tal'Darim Altar LE, and at the bottom left we have our red Zerg player, PeanutPhobia, down here in the bottom left hand corner. And in the bottom right, spawning in pretty close positions, we have EsGMik. Mike, maybe without the E, the EsGMik here today as the blue Protoss player here on Tal'Darim Altar. Now, Tal'Darim Altar is not very Zerg favored. So you can see here we have a pretty open natural, and this is great for a Zerg that really fast 15 hatch. The main problem for the Zerg lies right here, this destructible rocks. Basically for Protoss, there is no sort of ramp right here at the natural, leading towards the natural. So this is pretty much instantly, this is always going to be Forge Fast Expand. Or it should be anyways. This should always be a Forge Fast Expand. And just buildings right there, walling off. And then you have a 2-base Protoss with essentially a 2-base Zerg here. Because Zerg has to make units to kill off these destructible rocks for him to take his third. So that is never good for the Zerg player. You'll see a lot of Zerg players, like a lot of pros. Pro Zergs, they just 6-pull and basically keep it back one base Protoss against a 2-base Zerg, and that's usually pretty good odds. Right now we have PeanutPhobia opting for the 15 hatch. Putting having those 2 drones in production. 15 hatch, 16 spawning pool. Pretty safe, pretty standard. And Peanut just getting whiff of where the Protoss player was spawning at. He's opting to go Nexus first. Having a good idea that the Zerg is going to go hatch first. Just get on at least even economic grounds with the Protoss player. And then here comes the probe. The drones saying hi to each other, going by their separate ways. And the Forge Gateway and another pylon going down for EsGMik. Now, I do not like this pylon placement here. The Apollo said, I watched a stream earlier today, and you want your weak point of the wall farthest away from your ramp, or I guess in Tal'Darim, your little choky pathway to your natural. You want that away from. You want the weakest part away, the furthest away from the this little pathway, because that way, if there's a Baneling bust or a Roach bust, all he's got to do is knock down that pylon, and he just marches right on in to your main, and that's never good. PeanutPhobia opting to take a creative third here, actually going around this little abyss and trying to establish his third in this hidden little grassy area. Lucky for Peanut, the Zergling does find the probe and should possibly kill it. We're going to find here a little probe action. Oh, so close. I believe this probe will die. This is not a hero probe of MC. And it will surely die. And it just explodes in a little robotic mess. But everything pretty standard so far. Peanut trying to establish his third. Getting both gases a little before 6 minutes. So this may or may not be Stefano's Roach. Roach all-in. Stefano's 4-base Roach all-in. Usually the gas is coming in around 6 minutes, and he got his a little bit quicker than what Stefano usually does. About to get that queen at his third, realizing it's just way too far for this poor little queen to run. Meanwhile, all is pretty quiet at the Protoss's base. Protoss opting for 4 gases, so it doesn't look like maybe some sort of tech-heavy play here. Warp gate research just about halfway done for the Protoss player. Actually, a little over halfway done. But getting 4 gases, getting just pumping out a couple sentries just to make sure he is absolutely safe. I'm not understanding the idea around sentries here. There's just no way it would just cost way too many force fields to trap anything, really. Might give the cannon enough time to shoot 1 or 2 more rounds, but I don't think sentries is the best way here unless he wants to do a sentry immortal timing, but he doesn't even have his robotics bay up. 3 more gateways in production, giving to a total of 4 gates here. Zerg player taking 2 gases at his natural here, giving him a total of 4 gases. Little poking and prodding at the front, trying to find maybe if there's a little tiny little snucket of an area to get through here, but there is no snucket at all. EsGMik said there is no snuckets for you. Just sort of made that word up on the fly. I like it, so I'm probably going to use it for the rest of the stream now. Lair Tech is up for the Zerg player here today. And we have, that's the economy tab. We have 2 evolution chambers in production, Roach Warren going down, and the infestation pit. So maybe it looks like some Roach Fester play, maybe into Broodlords later in the game if it lasts that long. Pretty good Overlord paths by Peanut. Let's take a look at his vision. He's got pretty good vision, really good vision of the Protoss space. You got an Overlord coming in here, checking on the gases. He sees that there is at least 1 gas, both gases are taken, and he can only assume that there was going to be gases taken in his main. He does scout these 3 other gateways, but that's about all that little Overlord is going to see. All 6 gases being taken by Peanut now. Let's take a look at the drone count. He's only at 59 drones, as opposed to the 50 probes by EsGMik. Might want to get that. It's 10 minutes into the game. Might want to still try to get some, pump out some more drones before starting that Roach production. Meanwhile, nothing, just purely upgrades for PeanutPhobia here. We do have the oh lord, lost my train of thought. We do have a robotics bay pumping out immortals for EsGMik. Might see a little timing here. Just a ton of sentries out here now. That is going to be a load of force fields coming out for the Protoss player, and we might see a little timing here. But I don't know about that. We have some hallucinated Phoenix scouting out, seeing what exactly is going on. I really like that play by EsGMik. Noticing that he is really going gas heavy here, and I feel like in taking a bit of a ninja fourth here, up here in this this top left spawns natural. He is taking down these rocks here at his actual third, which might end up being his 5th base here. We do have +1 just about to finish. We are going to see if there's going to be 1 more warp in. Probably going to break down these pylons and head out for a timing attack here. But we are going to have to find out what is going on. I mean, it looks like just EsGMik is very content on 2 bases, and he is gearing up for a monster push coming at. And here it comes. He's going to break down this pylon, and he is on his way. Let's see if PeanutPhobia is going to catch wind of this. He has no idea, and he will not know until these units just come across this Zelnaga tower. I always leave a Zergling right here at the ramp, and he'll catch this attack coming a little bit quicker, and that's more units he can pump out. Maybe throw down some static D. Zerg is floating a little bit of minerals, not anymore, because he's just making 10 drones. That is not what he needs to be making right now. And here comes this pretty scary push by the Protoss player. We got a lot of roaches here. These roaches are 1-1, I believe. Yes, these roaches are 1-1. 2-2 is on the way, but it's not going to happen by the time this Zerg player gets by the Protoss player gets here. And this is a really scary force coming in here. He's going to engage in this choke, and EsGMik's army is a little out of position here. If Mick just knew what he was up against right now. He could easily just ravage this army. And here it comes. Here's the +2 timing attack coming. And these roaches are going to be pretty much free. And so it's going to retreat, and here it comes. Oh, some sick fungals going down. Guardian Shield's coming up. And there he is, force fielding off his opponent, only having 1 or 2 roaches shooting at a time. And pretty sick hold so far. The attacks keep coming. The force fields are pretty good, trapping off some of these roaches, picking off roach and roach at a time. And here's the Neuroparasite picking off the Immortal, shooting, getting a couple kills off the Stalkers here. But all these Immortals their shields are gone. If he just runs in there and snipes one, that would be just a huge advantage for the Protoss player. And here we go. Mick's pushing up now. You got a couple roaches, here they come. Comes a couple flanks here and got a bit of a miss rally, not really firing. These roaches keep on coming. And here's another wave of Stalkers. This should do it for the Zerg player. This should be GG. Zerg player is going to lose his natural if he focus fires it. And he does have blink done, and nothing really coming out of Mike. He is floating a ton of minerals here. He's floating 2,500 minerals, 800 gas. Now here comes the warping of 8 zealots down here at the bottom. You could definitely afford to move this warp prism. And meanwhile, the natural is getting cleaned up by EsGMik. 16 more roaches in production. If Mick was just on top of his macro, he could easily overwhelm this Zerg army right here. And just a handful of roaches. They do have 2-2. They do have the upgrade advantage against this 2-0 army. So this army should die, or should end pretty quickly, but maybe if these roaches don't die first. He's down to 1 Immortal, so the DPS of this Immortal is pretty huge. 21 kills by this Immortal. This Immortal is a hoss, and I believe just a couple more rounds of roaches and this army should wipe up fairly quickly. And meanwhile, some Warp Prism harass in the back here, taking out these non-upgrading Evo chambers right now, so not the best. And bit of a counterattack for the Zerg. And right now, this is not a good idea for Mick. He should definitely want to clean up all the tech here in the main here, but these zealots are doing a fine job of that. This base is left completely undefended, and right now, this counterattack, there goes the cybernetic score. No more stalkers for Mick right now, and this actually is pretty bad for Mick. He does have units coming home, but stalkers without any other supports, not that great on his own. And down goes the natural for EsGMik. He's sending all of his probes to his main, but the main is almost mined out. And here's the long distance mining train for Mick here, forcing down. There goes down the Immortal, and a couple stalkers chilling, watching their comrades fight. That's okay. So we do have the main getting wiped up for PeanutPhobia, and with that counterattack, they're on pretty even footing. We have 2 mining bases for Zerg. Currently no tech. He does have the Roach Warren up, so he is still producing roaches, and that is a lot of roaches. And right now, the only thing keeping Mike on even terms is he had that monster bank earlier, and here comes the Ninja Third for the Protoss player, getting denied by that creep and the rocks. Actually, there's a big battle in the middle here. Some sick fungals, really trying to pick off some more of these infestors. One infestor does get away, and now his army's a little out of position. The Immortal goes down, and these stalkers should also go down as well. Yes, he only has 2 left. Here comes some more. Nice blink away, keeping those 2 stalkers alive. 12 kill stalker here with 2 health left, not getting that snipe off. And Will this infestor has enough for a fungal? And it dies. That could be another fungal, giving a little bit more time for those roaches to get away. Meanwhile, free roach kill right there. And here comes the drone train for PeanutPhobia as well. Not opting to put another nexus there, as the natural was also getting mined out. But here's some nice, a couple of mineral patches not really getting mined, but that's okay. Meanwhile, we have what is he actually doing? He's not moving his army. Oh, I guess he's gathering all his probes. Okay, that makes sense. We look at the APM tab here. We have the Zerg player playing his little heart out at 95 actions per minute. I can never seem to get it that high. Anyways, and all these roaches are sending these units home. Going to pick up a couple zealots here. And you might want to blink away before he loses. He's going to lose that stalker. There he goes. Blinks away. Gets reinforces with his stalker brethren. But that's a lot of roaches at 2-2. And they're just going to slowly eat away. Not much stalker micro here. There we go. Wiping up that Zerg roach force. Pushing it back just a little bit. And we do have lots of probes mining at this ninja fort, and actually taking the third of the Zerg and mining that instead. We do have another spawning pool coming down for the Zerg player, because you can't really have any tech without the spawning pool. And we still have his third almost mined out, and he's really just stuck down to this base here. And the Overlord party has commenced. They are chilling here, away from the battle. They're still telling their little overlings what's going on. They don't care, not a care in the world. These couple ones finally getting back to green health. This guy took a little damage. Telling the other little Overlord chicks his war stories, how he got like 5-shotted by a stalker and still survived. Anyway, just some roaches moving around the map. Normal mining commencing. And I got an immortal out for EsGMik. Still, 60 damage versus armor. That is scary. And right now, Peanut searching on the move for trying to sniff out this base, and he finds it. This base should go down. He is just going to. It's completely undefended, and this base, it's just going to go down. There he goes, he snipes it, and all these probes are going to die. All those little probey brethren. Except for this one! That probe has seen some things, man, and it died. That's okay. Some pretty decent force fields, but this amazing concave by the Zerg player, he's going to completely surround mixed forces, and this is not looking good for the Protoss player. The Immortal does fall, the Sentries fall, all these Stalkers are going to die. And he is down to one mining base, no army. The army supply tab, it is ridiculously in Peanut's favor here. Do we have any sort of DT transition? Not at all. We do have Colossus coming out. He is pumping out Colossus. You could actually, and there's the GG from Mike. Sort of. Not yet. Maybe. One player will leave. I can't believe. GG. Neither can I, says PeanutPhobia. And just the power of 2-2 roaches, man. And here's the last ditch effort to sort of try to contain the game. And he's left the game as the Colossus pops out. And there you have it, guys. It's EVP on Tal'Darim Altar. If you like the casting you heard today, guys, I would appreciate it if you guys give me feedback, post back on our cast it under this title's game. Check me out on my YouTube page, Marshee Starcraft. Follow me on Twitter. Any sort of support, I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day, and see y'all later.